What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Free channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in today's video, this is just an update video. This is just me talking about what's going on with me and what's going on here at Crete. Right now, I'm headed down to Dallas, Texas. Headed down to my home terminal. Well, I have a delivery in Dallas, and then I'm going to head over to my home terminal down in Wilmer, Texas. And I'm doing a review, a new hire review. I guess they do this after you've been with the company over a month. You do this new hire review, and after that, you're officially on with the company. They basically just go over how you've been doing, your performance, what they expect of you from here on out, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's pretty much it. I'm doing that, and then I'm going to head right back out and stay on the road for a while. And that's pretty much it. But I'm going to give my own review. And I've given a lot of reviews about Crete so far, but I'm going to give my own review of Crete so far in my eyes. And they're going to give me a review on me, but I'm going to give a review on them in this video. So if you're new to the channel, though, I really appreciate you for clicking on this video. Please like the video, sub to the channel, and stay tuned till the end of the video. Check out my other videos that are going to pop up at the end of this one. Also, go follow me on Instagram. The link to that is in the description below. Go follow me. I'll follow you back, and let me get right into it. I'm going to make this as short and sweet as possible, and that's what I try to do on most of my videos, just get directly to the point. So, yeah, I got a load down to Dallas, picked up out of Crete, Nebraska, and for those of you that are here in Crete, probably know where I picked up from, and I'm headed down to Dallas to make a delivery, and like I said, I head over to the terminal. But I've been with this company now for, I would say, what I started in, it's been about a month and a half that I've been with this company now, and so far, so good. And what I really like about being here is that, for the most part, every time I've made a video about Crete, the people commenting about Crete and commenting on my videos have been very positive. And I do like that. I do like the morale of the Crete drivers. Most of them seem very happy. And I noticed that before I came to Crete, where I would go up at a truck stop and talk to Crete drivers. And what I do like as well about Crete is that the majority of the drivers here have been with the company longer than 5 years, a lot of them. And especially the ones that are commenting on my videos. And I noticed that whenever I would go up to them at truck stops. And they were all happy about being here in Crete. And honestly, after a month and a half of being here, I can tell you, I see exactly why they are happy here in Crete. I do. I'm just going to be honest with you. The thing that I really like about it here is that you are left alone to do your job. I am not. Somebody commented on one of my videos. I can't remember which one it was, but they were like, "Oh, you like to be micromanaged," because I was talking about how, hey, for a really big company, for a mega carrier, Crete is great, man. Like, not all mega carriers are bad, and I was talking about that in a video, and a guy said, "Oh, well, you like to be micromanaged." He was just being a troll, but a lot of people really think that about bigger companies, and I can tell you that is not true at all. You're not micromanaged here. It feels like I'm self-employed, to be honest with you. The only time I ever physically talk to anybody is if I talk to my asset manager. And for those of you that don't know what an asset manager is, it's your dispatcher. That's what your asset manager is. They call it asset manager here at Crete. So your dispatcher, your asset manager, whatever you want to call it, that's who you talk to. That's who you communicate with. And occasionally, you'll talk to your terminal manager, and that's only if you have to do something that they need you to do, right? Like me going down there right now and doing this new hire review that I'm going to do. I have to go down there and deal with that. But after that, I'm pretty sure I won't really be dealing with anybody except for my asset manager and the shop people, the shop personnel, if I have to do services on my truck and things like that. Man, this is easy peasy, man. I love the amount of drop and hook that I get here at Crete. I just love, they're just nice, clean runs. Most of the runs I get are nice and clean. I get to go everywhere in the country. If I ask to go to a certain state, they'll work with me and they'll get me to where I want to go. Like, I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to see, never know, they may not have the load, but I'm going to see if I can go out to the Southwest, out to Arizona or California, because I love running out there, and I'm going to see if they'll do that for me. If they can't, they can't, but I'm just going to put in the word for it, and I think 9 times out of 10 they'll do that. If they have the freight, they'll let you take it. So I just like that, man. And everybody's been really nice here. All the drivers have been really nice. All the people that work in the office have been really nice. Like, man, I'm just having a good time with trucking again. And so, like I said, though, before, a while back, you know, I'm not going to recommend or push people to come here. If you listen to my video and you like what I'm saying and you like how happy I am and you decide to come to Crete, that's great. But I'm not going to really push for people to come here, for experienced drivers to come here until I've been here at least 6 months. I've made that very clear because I do. I want to give it a long-term. I want to have a long-term perspective on Crete, not just a month and a half. That's not enough time to see whether or not it's going to continue. How great, but I don't see how it will change, honestly. I don't see how it'll go from being really good the way it is now to just absolutely terrible, where I'm going to be sitting around not moving freight. I just don't see that, because talking to all the experienced drivers here at Crete, they don't do that. So why would it happen to me? I don't see how that would happen. Honestly, if you're a hard runner, your asset manager or your dispatcher, whichever one you want to call it, they will see your production. When they pull your number up, your truck number, they see how profitable you are. They know. So they will give the good loads. They will pander to the really good drivers. It's that way in every single company. So if you run the road the right way, you will get the good loads. You will get the miles. They're going to keep you moving. If you are lazy, then they're not going to keep you moving. And somebody made a comment too, saying, well, everybody in Crete runs hard, you know, but it's not their fault if they don't get the... I don't agree with that. Not every driver, period, at any company runs hard. That is not true at all. I'm not saying that most of the drivers don't run hard in Crete. I'm sure a lot of them do, but that is not true that every driver runs hard. There is a lot of lazy drivers out here that do not manage their time well. They don't. So that is not true. A lot of them miss out on the opportunity to get more miles because of the way they manage their clock, they manage their time. It is true. It was true at Millis. When I was at Millis, there was a lot of lazy drivers at Millis complaining about not getting the loads, not getting the miles or whatever, and I see them at the terminal all the time. They're not running the road. So that's probably part of the reason you're not getting the miles, is because you're not managing your time correctly, and your dispatcher sees that, and they know that you can't get the job done with the good paying freight that they have. So that's just the bottom line, man. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. As long as you run hard and do what you're supposed to do, manage your time, you're going to do well at most of these companies, regardless of if it's Crete or some other company. They're going to keep you moving if you're a good driver. They just are. So I've been home on time every time so far. I have absolutely no complaints thus far with Crete, and I'm just making a video. I told you I would do an update, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, whatever, on how it's going here, how it's going with me, and how I like it so far. I will be brutally honest. If this company starts taking a turn towards the wrong direction, I will be brutally honest and say, hey man, it's not working out here. I'm not getting the miles. I'm not making the money that I thought I would make. And hey, I'm not afraid to move on. Like, I'm not putting my entire life into one company. But what I will say is everything that I expected from Crete, based on talking to the other drivers here before I came over, and then also based on the comments that I'm getting on my videos, they're all mainly positive feedback when I talk about Crete in a positive light. There's a few trolls out there, but I don't really care what they think, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, if I'm making great money, I'm on track at Crete to make a six-figure income. I'm on track to do that. 100%. If I just keep running the way I'm running, I will make $100 grand a year. 50% of the drivers make $100 grand a year at Crete. The bottom 50% make still pretty high incomes. I would say at least 80, 90,000 a year. And if you're not making that much money at Crete, there's something wrong with you. You got to look yourself in the mirror, not the company. Because, man, they have 4 loads that they turn down for every load that they have. So they have more freight, in other words, than they can move. Like, they turn down a lot of loads. So it's an unlimited supply of loads. 70% drop and hook if you're OTR. If you're on a dedicated run, well, you're probably going to get 80, 90% drop and hook. I mean, man, if you're not making the money, I truly believe, and for those of you that are at Crete, please tell me, but I truly believe that it's your habits that are causing that problem. Now, sometimes it could be you just get sent to an area where you're sitting for a day waiting to get a load because you're in a bad area for freight. That could happen in any company, though. That could happen as an owner-op running the load boards. That could happen as a company driver. It's just the way it is. It's just this industry, period. Sometimes you will not have an abundance of freight in a certain area, okay? That's just the bottom line. But I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, well, let me put it this way. As long as it's not like that all the time, where if it's like, okay, once every other month, we have a problem getting loaded. Okay, I can deal with that. If it's every week, I'm sitting around not moving, then yeah, that's a problem. And I would probably move on if that were the case. But I'm sitting here telling you right now, it's not the case. I'm averaging well over 3,000 miles a week since I started running. And I started, like, Crete does a quarterly mileage bonus. And I started in the first month of this quarter. I started July 16th. That's like 2 weeks in to the first month of the quarter. And I'm on track to easily hit the 30,000 miles that I need to hit my 4-cent mileage bonus. And I started almost 2.5 weeks into the first month of the quarter. And I'm still going to hit 30,000 miles. What does that tell you? I'm making the miles. I'm making the money. Imagine if I would have started at the beginning of the quarter. I didn't, though, but I still have a shot. That says a lot about the kind of miles I'm getting, because you have to hit 30,000 miles within the quarter to hit the 4-cent mileage bonus in Crete. Well, July, August, September would be this third quarter. Well, I started July 16th, and I'm still on track. All I got to do is average like 2,000 miles a week until September 30th, and I will hit the quarterly bonus. That's all I got to do. And I plan on staying out pretty much the rest of September. And so I know I'm going to hit it. And just imagine if I would have ran the first 2 weeks of July. I probably would hit, like, I don't know, 35,000 miles, close to 40,000 miles if I would have ran the entire quarter. So, look, I'm getting the miles, I'm making the money, and I just want to update everybody on that. And I am in defense of Crete because the proof is in the pudding, right? The drivers here, I would say 8 out of 10 drivers are happy with running for Crete. And I happen to be part of that 8 out of 10. Okay? There's always going to be people that are unhappy no matter what company you work for or whatever. But for me personally, I'm happy, and I'm with the other drivers that are happy. I'm with them. And look, if you had a bad experience at Crete or whatever, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time trucking again. It was amazing to see all the different states out west. I didn't get to see that for the first 3.5 years of my career, and I enjoy running out there. I enjoy switching it up. I like this all 48 truck driving, and it's amazing. So anyway, if you stay tuned through through this whole video. I really appreciate it. And like I said, please like the video if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, dislike the video. Sub to the channel if you do like my content. And also, like I said, check out the other videos that are going to pop up at the end of this one. And God bless. Thank you for watching.